You know, on March 11th at 2:50 p.m., my life changed, as it did for a lot of people. I was fortunate in that I only lost my house. Other people were less fortunate. And all of my clients were impacted severely by what happened on that day. And it made all of us keenly aware that our crisis management preparation is insufficient. And so many of my clients came to me and asked, how can we do this better? And I have 7 points that I'd like to share with you about how to improve the way you do crisis management beyond what is standardly recommended by the Japanese government. First point, I would say, is think very big picture. Don't just focus on standard procedures for emergencies. Look at macroeconomic effects that can occur in the crisis. Second, think dynamically about the crisis. Be aware that there will be cascading events. One event will lead to another that will cause other types of crises. Be aware that that's there. And also be aware that certain crises can occur simultaneously, multiple scenarios occurring at the same time. Be prepared for those. Third is about preventative measures. As you're preparing for a crisis, just because you put in a preventative measure doesn't mean that's enough. Be prepared for when that measure may fail and have a contingency for it. Fourth, integrate your crisis management planning with your strategic planning. And be sure to update your crisis management plan at the same time that you update your strategic plan. Fifth, be aware that crises often bring about new opportunities. Anytime there's a change, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to come out of it. Don't be afraid to embrace those new opportunities, and certainly don't feel guilty about it. Sixth, be creative. There are many ways that you can address and overcome problems, and think about what those may be, even though they may be non-standard. And finally, once you have a crisis management draft plan up, don't just roll it out and expect it to work. Take the draft and run a war game or a simulation and see what you can learn about that. Find the weaknesses in the plan and then shore it up. Now, I think that if you can focus also on these 7 points, you're going to be able to develop a crisis management plan that's going to be much more robust than what you might standardly get just by following standard government recommendations.